Hi everyone, welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I am here just with David today. Chris bailed on us like a half an hour ago because he said he's too busy. I told David, I said, I'm pretty sure it's because he hasn't watched the episode yet. And we're going to talk about these performances that these queens did. But we're going to toot and boot everything from RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, season 1, episode 7. It was the talent show extravaganza. What are your overall thoughts of the episode? We'll get into the details once we start going through things.
I thought it was a strong episode.
I thought it was a good episode too.
I loved Rue's, and I don't want to ruin it because we're gonna get there, but Rue's comment about just the iconicness of the looks on that stage that night. It really was probably like the strongest across the board.
I mean, I will honestly say when we go through the Instagram stuff, I tooted every runway look because I couldn't find anything wrong with them.
They all looked fantastic, which was really cool. We all talk about the lip sync, but it was also probably the worst lip sync I've ever seen.
It was so bad.
Because Barry, I'm not kidding when I say I listen to that song multiple times every day of my life. I love that song, and I was so excited.
It's the only Veronica song I know.
Yeah, it's the only big one I ever had here in America. And then it just was bad.
I think Kita's lip sync was fine. She couldn't move in those boots. It was just unfortunate that she was in those boots. And Electress was just boring.
Yeah. Especially for such a big song.
Yeah.
It should have been really wild. I think it just Kita sat there because that's all she could do.
That she did what she could and that was it. All right, let's look at these looks. We're gonna start, of course, with RuPaul. Charles.
God, this look.
This hideous dress.
RuPaul was the worst dressed on the main stage.
Yeah, this is so bad.
Yeah, it's I hate it.
And yeah, I don't understand the purple lip with this. I mean,
I'm also I was waiting for Michelle to read her.
I know. I was like, Michelle, this is the color that you hate. It is the shade of green that you hate. And why are you not saying anything?
Yeah.
And her
Though
gown
she did have
is
that funny quip.
2 inches above her shoes, which is unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's a big boot.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good. It was a boot on Instagram. Some people tooted it, and I don't know why.
I mean, from the neck up, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, her face looks gorgeous. Again, the purple lip, I think it's a nice addition. It doesn't really make sense with this look, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk talent. We're going to talk only about the talent portions, not about what they're wearing. And this is Karen from finance, and her talent was, I'm going to call it balloon animal because she only made one animal out of a balloon.
Right.
I didn't get it.
I know it. It's one of those things where it's like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Like, how did you think that this was okay?
Yeah. How is this acceptable?
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe that's the only thing she knows how to make. Look, she has 4 other balloons over there that she could have made something out of. She could have made it, she's a drag queen. Make it a little dirty. You could make a penis that's literally 3 twists.
Exactly.
That's all it takes.
And that would have been such a funny first gag.
Exactly. Yeah. Or you don't know how to make something, you take one and you just wave it and say, it's a snake.
Yeah.
Just be stupid. I mean, you're doing something ridiculous anyway.
Exactly. I don't know. And even when she came out was trying to make it sexy, she could have gone further with that even. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, that was the most entertaining part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was thinking. It was really, really bad. And I'm gonna give her a big boot for this performance.
It was pretty bad. Also, how can Karen be I don't really do sexy, and then this is the one sexy outfit she owns, and it's a dominatrix outfit.
He's like, well, where did this outfit? I know you said you brought one, and this is the sexy outfit you brought.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It was sorry, go ahead.
We're talking extremes.
Yeah, extreme. Yeah. It would have been funny, like if she came out as Karen from finance and took it off.
Uh-huh.
And then had that on and be like, ha ha ha, this is what I really wear underneath my clothes at work.
A burlesque balloon show.
Exactly. We did not get that. And for that, she got a big boot on Instagram as well. We have Art Simone putting things in her mouth.
It's so stupid that I love it.
It's so stupid that I agree. I think it's so stupid that it's just entertaining.
Uh-huh. That's it, like it is pure entertainment. And that's all we really want at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I think she looks gorgeous in this. When she came out, I said to Christian, I was like, this wig is fantastic. And then you got to see her dress and I was like, oh, it's even better. It makes no sense what she's doing, but it was entertaining.
I really was scared too that Rue was gonna like just be not happy the entire time, but it seemed that she accepted it.
She does not like people eating food. I don't know if it's eating. I think she just doesn't like to see people eat.
No. I also do, because I used to listen to her podcast a lot. I haven't in a long
Yeah.
time, but she used to talk a lot about how like she doesn't even like food.
Yeah.
Like she eats just because she has to.
Exactly. They don't do their podcast anymore. There hasn't been one for almost 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah, they stopped doing it.
Oh.
That's it. Would you toot or boot this? I'm on the fence about it because I don't love it, but I think it's funny.
I toot it because literally no one has done anything like this.
Okay.
In any of these before, and like it was a fun, fresh take.
All right. I will agree with you. I'll give it a very slight toot because I think it's just so bananas crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was a boot. Yeah, just a slight boot on Instagram as well. So everyone was kind of right on the border of that one. Next, we have Ketamine, and she is doing a quick change magic. I appreciated it.
I appreciated it. I bet it, like, this is one of those things where it's like in the club, this would be a hit. Like
it would kill, yeah.
It would kill. People would throw money at her. But on RuPaul's Drag Race, like, if you're gonna do this, you can do it, but you need to not be wearing that.
that I think is the problem with it. When you do this, you can't build extravagant outfits underneath each other. I mean, she essentially came out in 5 dresses.
Right.
And you could see some of them underneath them. I get that. But I enjoyed it because, again, I thought it was different. I thought she did a great job actually changing into them. And I'm a Kita stan, so I'm probably very biased.
That's fair.
However, I think it was the best one so far. Out of Art and Karen. I know Art was fine, but I think this was presented better.
Out of like an actual skill, I'd say yes. Like this is the first talent we got.
Right, it's an actual talent. The other ones were just made up.
Right. I can give her that. I'll give her a boot or a toot for that.
A toot for that? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna toot it as well. Again, it's a very soft toot because it was changing clothes.
Yeah. And she was pretty slow.
She was. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you want to talk slow, Karen from Finance made a poodle at the very end of hers, but it only lasted like 20 seconds.
Right.
The whole show. I don't know if a bunch got edited out, but that's the way it is. Kita did get a slight toot on Instagram, so we're in the right ballpark with them as well.
Excellent.
Next, we have Scarlett doing the poll, basically lying to everyone, saying she's never done a poll performance before.
Only for her stuffed animals.
Apparently.
It was insanely good.
It was so good. It was the best, obviously the best talent of the night.
Yeah.
She nailed it. She was incorrect in saying that poll has never been done on Drag Race. Shea Coulee did it on All Stars 5 last All Star season. But Shea Coulee did not do it nearly as well.
No. it was excellent. And this is her third win?
This is her third win.
No one else has more than one, right?
Yeah, all the other three have one win. No, Karen and Keita have one. Art has none.
Right.
So there you go. Yeah, this was a big toot for me. Well done. It was a toot on Instagram as well with 86%, of course. Finally, we have Electroshock doing modern lyric dance.
This was so tough because like I could tell that she's a fantastic and accomplished dancer. But like I feel so like awful saying this because like I'm not a drag queen. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like was a drag.
Yeah, the drag was part of it was rough. The dancing was great. I didn't hate it as much as the judges.
No.
But I mean, that is a rough wig. That is some really, she looks like a man in a dress and a wig.
Yeah.
The drag is lacking in it. And that is has been kind of her story the whole time.
Yeah, I think it was her time. And even though she did well technically, they needed to like amplify how much they didn't like it to justify giving it
exactly. This one I'm actually going to give a newt to because I appreciated the dance, but I can't forgive the drag. So I'm going to do it right in the middle and say a newt.
I agree with that.
Okay. They were kind of on the same page, just a 57% boot on the Instagram as well. Who had your favorite performance? Do I even need to ask? I mean,
you made it the largest photo.
I did that only because it fit in the collage that way. But yes, it was Scarlett by far over everyone else. Did you think that we had the right bottom two?
I think it.
Or do we need to go through the runways before you make that decision?
No, I think all the runways were so strong that like this could not have been.
It wasn't going to change anything.
I mean, I would not have been surprised if it was Karen and Electra.
Yeah.
But I'm also not surprised it was Keita and Electra.
Okay.
I think the reason they gave Karen the safety spot was because she literally listened to Ru. And
she did what Ru asked her to do.
Ru loves being listened to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought Karen should have been in the bottom. I thought she was much worse than Keita. But I do think her runway actually might have saved her.
It was cool.
Because her runway is really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we all kind of knew that it was Electroshock's turn to be in the bottom anyway.
Yeah.
And they may have just put Keita there because she hadn't been in the bottom before. Who knows?
Right. So Karen's the only one who has never been in the bottom now, right?
She has.
When did Karen lip sync?
She lip synced. She was in I can't remember what week it was. But she lip synced, I think, against Coco. Maybe?
No, I don't remember.
And I think that's when Coco went home.
Okay.
Whoever it was that she lip synced against knew they were going to go. Oh no, it was Anita Wiglet. She lip synced against Anita Wiglet.
Yes.
And Anita was like, I know I'm going home because they're never going to send Karen home.
Yeah, so I guess everyone's been in the bottom now in the final. Has that ever happened before?
That has never happened, I don't believe. I'm sure it has at some point. I just don't remember it. I don't know. Moving on to our runway. This theme is How's Your Headpiece? I am a huge fan of headpieces, so this made me very happy. They could do this category every season and I would love it. And we're going to start with Karen from Finance. These are the actual professional photos, obviously. So you get a glimpse, and she is giving us pink poodle realness.
Yeah, I think she said it. It's like literally out of a Dr. Seuss book.
It is. It's so good.
It doesn't even fit in this frame.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, and I like that it was all about the headpiece. The dress, it's still cute. She's a little mermaid. I get it.
It's adorable.
But yeah, it's a simple Little Mermaid cut dress. But the headpiece is the winner.
Wonderful.
So big toot for me for this. It was 100% toot on the Instagram as well. Art Simone, kind of giving you mother, goddess, woodland nymph creature.
I love this.
Okay.
I adore this. I just think it's beautiful. Like, I want to wear this.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's great as well. Like I said, I tooted all of these looks on Instagram, so I obviously like them all. I think the headpiece is gorgeous, but we'll talk about that separately when I have a close-up of it. I think the dress is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a well put together outfit. I don't know anything else to say about it.
It perfectly toes that line that I think so many girls mess up on, of like the line between like costume and fashion.
Yeah.
Like, this could have easily been like a really cheap looking like Mother Earth costume, but it's not. Like, it is.
It's
not.
No, it is very fashionable and very custom made. And she looks great. Yeah. It was a 94% toot on Instagram for this one.
Who did that?
Ketamine gave us Club Kid.
I mean, the light up hair just did it.
Oh, it's so good.
It was so good.
I think the outfit is cute. I like that it's something different from her. Every time she comes out, we get something different.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one of the reasons I love her. Yeah, I think it's really, really smart.
Yeah.
And so different from what everyone else did.
Mm-hmm. It's so different than a lot of things that I think I've ever seen on Drag Race.
On Drag Race, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Big toot.
So good. Only a 76% toot on Instagram.
Really?
I don't know what people were looking at.
I don't get that.
Yeah. Then we have Scarlett giving us kind of burlesque Vegas showgirl glamour.
This shouldn't look as good as it does.
It's gorgeous and it shouldn't look that good.
It should look really tacky and it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it looks super expensive.
Uh-huh.
And it almost, I mean, she is a burlesque queen, so it looks like something that she could easily do and wear in a burlesque show, and it just pops right open, and then she has, you know, her negligee on underneath it, and then that comes off, and da 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 da. Mm-hmm. But that headpiece never comes off.
Oh, I love it though. I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. And if she's wearing this, that's so gorgeous. I can't wait to see what she wears for her finale look.
Right.
I hope it outshines this.
Is she gonna win?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
She did get 100% toot on Instagram. Well deserved. It's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous.
I love it.
Lastly, we have Electra Shock giving us the Moulin Rouge swing.
So Richard didn't love this. I thought this was genius.
As far as the headpiece, I think it is super genius. The outfit is very basic. I get that.
That's what he said, yeah.
And even the headpiece is basic, but when you add that swing to it, it just takes it to another place.
My brain still doesn't understand. I don't understand how she created this illusion so well.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I'm just like, it really looks like she is on a swing.
Yeah, sitting on a swing.
I am fascinated by it.
Yeah. So I think she did a great job with a fairly simple concept, but looks great.
She pulled it off perfectly. Yeah,
she did. Yeah. She only got 76% toot on Instagram as well. My biggest complaint about it is this necklace.
Yeah.
I don't think she should have worn a choker. I think it should have elongated down to her fake bosoms,
which I didn't find painted on very well.
Yeah, they were not. they looked very, very manufactured. Yes. Because she painted them on, but then she doesn't have any actual boobs in there. So you have this illusion of these gigantic breasts, but then it's flat.
Yeah.
So it's just a chest.
All
right, who had your favorite overall runway look?
This is so hard.
It's hard because I do love them all. I mean, I would take Elektra out of it just based on the look. If I was judging just the headpiece, I would love hers as well.
Am I allowed to like tie two people?
You can. I'll allow
I want
it.
to give it to I want to give it to Art and Kita.
Art and Kita. Okay.
Yeah. Just because I think Art's is just beautiful. Like it's just beautiful. But Kita's is like so cool. I want to wear
so cool.
Like, if I had to pick one headpiece to wear, it would be Kita's.
Yeah.
Like I want that crazy wire hair.
I'm gonna agree. Kita was my favorite look as well. I also loved Karen's, but I loved it mainly for the headpiece, not for the outfit. Art obviously is spectacular as well. Now we're just gonna critique the headpieces. So this, we're not gonna toot and boot them. We're just gonna talk about them because this is by far the biggest headpiece. I wish I knew how it was constructed.
Yeah, I like wonder what's in there.
I'm wondering if it's like just like one of those hip cages that you would wear that you just build around it, because it can't be too heavy. I mean, it's just ostrich feathers on there. So you have to do something somewhat lighter. She would be like weighed down because it is so big. Yeah, I don't know. But I like it. I love headpieces. Those of you who know me know I do the Easter Bonnet Parade every year. And to me, this is just magic.
It's really cool. And I don't know, it's so over the top.
Yeah, it's just like a big statement.
Yeah, and it's like that thing where you like go over the top and it's like, oh, this is over the top, but then you just take it further to like the point that it comes back to being like funny and relevant. And
what would have been really funny is if she like pulled one of those balloon dogs out of it.
Yeah.
She's like, look, I made the balloon dog and it's right here. I don't know. She got 100% toot for this headpiece on Instagram. Here's Art Simone with her close-up. I think this is just gorgeous.
It's perfect.
And something that I feel like I can recreate, which I may have to do at some point because it is just so beautiful.
Oh, I hope we get to see one of those cats you follow dressed up in this.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And what I've loved the most is that she made the hair out of those greens. I think that's super smart.
It's beautiful. And the butterflies, how they just...
the butterflies moved. I don't know how she was doing that.
It was excellent.
Yeah, so good. It also got 100% toot on Instagram. Very well deserved. Ketamine giving us electrolyte. I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, like, did she have that? Like, where does it come from?
I don't know.
Like, how do you ask to have this made? Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they give you a category of headpiece, and how do you come up with this as an idea? Honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah, unless she just had this robot dress and she's like, what can I do to make it? I have a headpiece with this dress. What can I do to make it special? I don't know. I honestly hope she owned this before then, but I know she didn't.
Yeah, it's so fantastic. I love it.
So good. It just got 89% on Instagram because people hate. Next is Scarlet. It's stunning. It's ostrich feathers and crowns.
Yeah. It's like, oh, and you can like kind of see a beautiful wig under there too.
She is. She's still wearing a wig, which is really impressive.
Oh, yeah, no. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a great job this week. She is not my favorite queen, but I fully, I appreciate good drag.
This is good drag.
Yeah. It also got 100%, of course, on Instagram. And last but not least, of course, is Miss Elektra with the swing. I will say that the headpiece itself is not extraordinary, but the swing just makes it something special.
And the swing's attached to the hat, I assume.
Yes. Yeah, you can see the bar up top. That's
like aesthetically, it's fine. But for what it did, incredible. So smart.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel as well. I was like, this is a bonnet that I could make and would be happy to wear, but I would never think to put a swing on it. And now I feel like I need to step up my game and think that way.
Just take things and make them fashion.
Exactly.
Anything.
She did get the lowest score on the headpiece, which was 72% too, but it was still a strong toot. All right, whose headpiece is your favorite?
I just want to wear Kita's so bad. That's what I'm judging it on.
Yeah, no, and that's what makes it great. I am gonna pick Arts because I just think it's sculpturally gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
So that's just my favorite.
And I love Arts makeup with it too.
Yeah. When she was painting her eyes in the workroom, I was like, what is she doing? And then when she see it all together, I was like, okay, now it makes sense.
She looks like a painting.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yes. All right, so we know that Electroshock goes home. Ketamine is safe. We have our teams, Team Art Simone. On Instagram, I did a poll as to who thought who was gonna win. Who did you vote for, David? Do you know? Do you remember?
I didn't get a chance to do your poll because I only watched the episode yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to spoil anything.
Great. So Art Simone got just 25% as the victor.
There's no way. You can't.
I'm sorry.
Get kicked off. You can't get kicked off, come back, not win anything,
and then win.
And then win.
I agree. There are some rumors floating around. I don't know if they are true or not, but there are rumors as to her return to the competition was not really planned, and they were made to bring her back.
By whom?
I believe from the rumors, it sounded like Arts management demanded that she be put back in. And there was probably some backhanded deal that said, we'll bring her back, but she's not gonna win. We'll put her on the show, but she's not gonna do anything. But I mean, who knows? I mean, she already has a World of Wonder show, so I mean, she already has that connection. Maybe they just wanted her to be there for their own personal advertisement. I don't know.
I guess if I were her, I wouldn't want to be on the show.
No,
you know,
at all.
That would feel bad.
Yeah, exactly. And to be brought back in that way just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Karen from finance, she did a little better, which is 44% yes of winning. Not terrible, but still not a winner. Ketamine, of course, everyone's favorite, got an 88%. Good for her. And Scarlett Adams.
You shady bitch with this picture.
Shut up. She only got 25% as well. So according to Instagram, everyone wants Ketamine to win, and I could not agree more. She is my winner. I read an article this morning that said if Ketamine doesn't win, they don't need to do a season 2 because it's not a real show. I did not write that article. I literally just read it.
I mean, that's how we all felt about Bimini, and look what happened there.
I know. Who do you think will win then? Not who do you want to win, who do you think will win?
I think if Scarlett pulls out a good lip sync and runway at the end, she's gonna win.
I know, I feel like they can't let her win, but I don't know that it's gonna change anything. I mean, with her racist past, do you want her representing you as the first winner of Down Under? I would think no, but I mean, she keeps winning challenges.
Right. It's a hard line to toe between, like, is it a produced platform where everything is predetermined? And preventing someone who shouldn't win from winning, even though they are winning.
Even though they really shouldn't win.
Even though they really should win.
Yeah.
If they won.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no discrediting her drag. Her drag is fantastic. But in my personal opinion, I would not want her to represent the World of Wonder Drag Race brand. You know, you can bring her back in a couple years for an international All-Stars, and maybe her life will have turned around slightly. What about Karen from Finance? Do you think she has a chance?
I don't. I think she was on there because she was the only Australian drag queen besides Maxi that I knew going into this. Like, I think she was in there for the name recognition.
Yeah.
I don't think they went into it saying we're not going to let her win, but she just like didn't take any risks the whole season.
No.
Like, she played a very safe season.
I mean, she probably is the most famous Australian drag queen on the show. And I heard another story that when it was first being talked about, RuPaul wasn't going to go there, and Karen was going to be like the lead judge. But then when RuPaul signed on, they're like, well, you can just be on the show then. And so it's another thing, as if, you know, okay, maybe there were backdoor deals and they're like, you're going to make it to the finale. That's what we can guarantee you. You're probably not going to win. But you'll get to the finale, which would be why she wasn't in the bottom this week as well.
I'm hopeful that, because this kind of, to me, is what I think the first season of UK felt like. The first season of UK felt like predetermined start to finish, and very produced. And then season 2 kind of felt like a lot more organic.
Yeah.
And like, they were like, oh, the drag here is good. We can trust these girls to kind of do their own thing. So I'm hoping that we get that next season now, because this was a pretty okay season. It wasn't a bad season.
No, I've enjoyed it.
Season. But it does feel like some of the production cracks are showing a bit.
Yeah, a little bit, especially this episode, tremendously showing. Yeah, I don't know. RuPaul said that she is open to doing another season of it, and she liked filming it in New Zealand and would not take it to Australia.
Apparently New Zealand's gorgeous.
New Zealand is gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah, I have no problem with that. Maybe that means we're going to get a New Zealand queen that wins this season.
There's a very good chance. I think we have like a 75% chance.
75% chance that she can win. I think it's even higher than that, because I don't think Art or Karen have a chance. I think it's going to come down to Kita and Scarlett. But who knows? They're going to be doing a song with RuPaul. And
as Scarlett has just really shown in the performance challenge that I don't see her stumbling. I think it's going to have to be Kita doing very, very well. Yeah. I guess it's just going to be how Kita adapts her campy, kooky self to the challenge. Like, she shouldn't try to be Scarlett Adams. Exactly.
She needs to make it her own. She did fine in the last one. But I think she was on that losing team, and that's why I think she was in the bottom. Now, she wasn't in the bottom, but she didn't win that week because of that. But I also think Scarlett Adams should not have won the design challenge, which she did win.
I'm trying to remember it. I remember
her garment was good, but I thought Maxi should have won for the bag outfit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maxi looked so good that time.
Yeah.
Maxi should be in the final.
Maxi really should be in the finals.
Simone should not be.
No, and she would not have been if it was done fairly.
Right.
Oh well. We have one more week of All Stars. I mean, before All Stars of Down Under, and then we go into All Stars. Are you ready for All Stars to happen?
I'm ready for All Stars to happen. You're hearing it here first. I'm not going to compete. So I'm going to be a scoring judge again, if that's allowed. Great.
You are more than welcome to be.
I need a break from losing money.
And me too. That's fine, because there are 5 new people that want to be a part of it. So there's plenty of people to take our places. Who are you excited for most on All Stars?
Oh my God. Let me pull up the list so I don't forget anybody, because it's, when I first saw the list, I was like, oh, okay. But the more I have been looking at it, I've been like, I love when you type in Drag Race on Wikipedia, like the word Drag Race comes up, but it says not to be confused with RuPaul's Drag Race.
Exactly.
All Stars, where's the current season? All right, so we have, I'm very excited for Kyria. I was a big fan of her on her season. I just think she's like, I love people who just seem like genuine and like strong in themselves. And I feel like she carried that the whole time. Like she adapted and grew on her season, but also stayed herself. And I love that. For some reason, I'm like very excited for Jan. I think I'm excited to see her improve upon herself and come in with maybe a different perspective.
I'm hoping she tones herself down a little. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but she was just so high energy for no reason all the time. And so I need some variations in that. But I think Jan is a great drag queen.
I think, have you ever seen Drop Dead Gorgeous?
Yes.
Jan's
one of my favorite movies.
Richards. Yeah, she's like the Denise Richards of like totally. I'm a winner.
I'm a winner.
Yeah. And then she, blows up. And I'm also excited for Trinity, I would say.
Okay.
Those are who I'm excited to see.
I'm glad Trinity's there. I think she deserves another chance at this.
Absolutely. And just watching her meet the queens, like the self-reflection it feels like she has done.
Yeah.
Feels like she is coming into this in a very good headspace, which I like.
Of course. Yeah. I agree. I'm gonna say you look like Ben Platt on my screen. Every time I look at him, I'm like, oh, he looks like Ben Platt.
I was thanked for my performance once on the subway.
Perfect. I've never noticed it until today. Did you get a haircut or something?
No, it's because I think the way why did I start my video?
You turned yourself off.
The way it like distorts my like head shape when I have it blurred or a background, I think it just makes me look slightly different.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. I just undistorted it because my hair is actually pretty long, but I think it makes it look. I don't know.
That was every time I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, he looks just like him. And like I said, I've never noticed it before, but now it's all I'm going to think about probably. I am excited for Yara Sofia. I'm very, very excited for Yara Sofia.
A lot of people sound like they are.
She's one of my favorite queens from the Drag Race franchise. I'm happy that Pandora is getting another chance, although I don't think she's going to do extremely well. But I'm happy that she's getting the chance to do that. I'm actually really excited for Ginger Minj, who I think has a good chance of winning.
I think they keep bringing her back for a reason.
There are some queens that I do not need to see on my screen again, but I'm not going to talk about them right now because I'm not going to
be happy to.
Okay, let's talk about it then. There are three that I don't need to see, and they can all go first as far as I'm concerned.
Can I guess them?
Sure.
Raja O'Hara.
Raja D. O'Hara. Don't need to see her ever again.
Scarlet Envy.
No, I don't. I actually like Scarlet.
Oh.
And I think it's because I've met Scarlet in person, and she's really a lovely person.
Okay.
Do I think Scarlet's gonna win?
Silky?
Not a chance.
No. Wait, is Silky one of them?
Silky Nutmeg Ganache, I cannot stand. I never liked her on her season. I still don't like her. And one more.
And then Eureka.
No, I don't like Eureka, but Eureka won me over on We're Here, so I'm fine with her being back because I know that there is a different side to her, and so I hope we get to see that.
I don't know who it is then. Is it Serena?
Serena Chacha.
Okay.
Who needs to see Serena Chacha again? What's she going to show us differently?
Someone
Someone has to go home first, is what I say.
That's yes. Did she go home
so those
first
three
on
I'm
her
not
season?
excited about.
Did Serena go home first on her season?
No, she went home second.
Second, okay.
And I think they kept her around only because she was confrontational and untucked, and all the other queens hated her. She called them all uneducated and stupid.
Good for her.
There you go.
How old was she? Because she's only 29 right now.
Yeah, I think she was 21 when she was at the minimum age when she was on it, her season.
21-year-olds can't do anything.
No.
Why would we put them on TV? Weird.
Aquaria
I'm looking at all the
won.
ages of them. She did. The youngest queen on this season is Jan at 27.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's not an older cast because like I'm the median.
They're all so old.
It is a
seasoned
adult
cast.
A seasoned cast.
Yes. Yeah. I think it'll be a good season actually. There's supposed to be some other twist to it. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll just wait and see.
I like that we look at this, and I don't think I know who's going to be in the final. I don't think I know who's going to win. Like last year, we all knew Shea was winning.
Yes, and she didn't deserve to. Jujubee won that season. But going in, I knew Shea was going to win. But watching the season, I was like, Jujubee clearly won this season. Not Shea Coulee.
Jujubee's career won this season, and that's
true. That's true. We'll leave it that way. Yeah. But going in, I think Ginger Min has the strongest chance of winning, but I could also see 4 or 5 other people winning.
Exactly, and that's what I like about it is like I can see a lot of different ways this plays out.
Yeah.
Even like,
and you know, with my track record, Serena Chacha could win.
It's a possibility. I like that there's so many filler queens though, because like it's even kind of like I don't know who's gonna go home first.
Right. It makes it harder to see who's gonna go home first. I would appreciate if one of those 3 queens that I mentioned go home first, just so I don't have to watch them the whole season. But I think Silky and Raja are kind of the antagonists, so they'll probably stick around for a while.
I don't want to watch Silky again.
Don't either. I mean, watching her entrance with that fucking cookie and milk, I was like, oh, again.
It's just like, because even when she's like not trying to be mean, I feel like I just don't know what she's talking about half the time when she speaks.
Yeah, I just don't like her. I just don't like her.
Yeah.
And the fact that she made it to the Final 4 is a travesty.
It is a travesty.
Yeah. All right, David, I'm going to let you go because it's almost time to go home.
Yeah, I'm going to go catch a bus.
You're not going out tonight?
No.
Are you in tomorrow?
I'm not. We have that captain's meeting until 6:30 and we're not allowed to stay in the building.
So. I know, I'm going to come home for it, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just do it on my phone outside.
Do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Thank you all for watching, listening. David, thank you. And I will see you. Are you coming in for Zach's party?
Probably not.
Okay.
But he and I will see each other. Like,
sure.
We're friends.
So I won't see you tomorrow. Are you in Thursday? Are you in Thursday at all?
No, so I'm off Thursday and Friday. And then next Thursday, I leave to go to St. Thomas.
Oh my God, of course. I forgot.
No. But I will be able to toot and boot from there, so don't worry. We have internet and I'll be in a place where I can do so.
Great. We will plan for your overseas adventure then. All right. Thank you, everyone. David, I guess I'll never see you again. Bye.
You will see me next week.
I'll see you tomorrow in that meeting. Bye.